Did you know people go missing every single day? Sometimes the search ends tragically. You remember this Eaton woman, Aria Spradling? She was last seen at the Harem nightclub on Dixie last September until her body was found at a Vandalia park nearly 2 months later. So we wanted to know, how do authorities decide if a missing person is truly in danger? Jackie COUTURE is here to show you. Jackie?
Well, Jack, we talked to Dayton Police, and it all comes down to the person, his or her habits, the history. In this case, Nichelle McKnight and her son were reported missing back on March 29th. But from what we've learned, police didn't have any evidence that they were really in danger.
I just heard that they were missing, but they might be just on a trip someplace. That's what I heard. That's all I heard.
When did you hear that?
It's been 3 or 4 days ago.
Morene Sosebee has been keeping an eye out for her neighbors for days now. She hadn't yet heard police believe Nichelle McKnight and her 4-year-old son Zaden are dead.
That's terrible. I hope not. I've been praying for them. That's all I can do.
They were last seen alive on March 25th. McKnight's mother reported them missing on Saturday, March 29th. The detective started working the case on Monday, the 31st.
If our officers were to respond to a call on Saturday night and have some credible information to be concerned, that officer would notify a supervisor, and that supervisor would notify the Special Victims Unit supervisor, who would then make a decision as to whether or not to launch an immediate investigation.
Lieutenant Wendy STIVER says she can't speak on the specifics of this investigation, but told us Dayton police get more than 100 missing persons cases each year, and each are handled depending on the person.
And the detective looks at any relevant information and starts asking questions as to whether that person may be missing because they want to be missing. In every case, our supervisory staff evaluates and makes decisions on whether or not to issue alerts to the media.
On Tuesday, April 1st, police continued to work the case, including interviewing family members. On Wednesday, April 2nd, police received a tip that the two were dead. Until they are found, Morene says she'll be keeping an eye out.
I think it's terrible, and I hope that they find them safe. That's all I can say.
And of course, once police got the tip that the two were likely dead, the case was then immediately turned over to a homicide detective, which then, of course, led up to Monday's events. In the studio, Jackie COUTURE, ABC 22 News.